Good evening, everybody. This is Mr. Lowe, and we are live from Mr. Lowe's class. Everybody say hello. Alright. No. Just say hello next time. Alright, now I need silence, please. Thank you very much. Alright, today we are talking about calculating the volume of a cylinder and a cone. And just like with all of our other volume problems that we've been working with, we calculate volume by using this equation. Volume equals big B times little h, where big B is the area of the base and h is going to be the height of our object. So volume equals big B times little h, area of the base times the height. And if we are talking about a cylinder, which we are, we can see that a cylinder has a circular base. So it has a circle at the top. It will also have a circle at the bottom of that base. It'll look something like that. That's not a perfect circle, but you'll get the idea. So in order to calculate the area of the base, we need to first calculate the area of a circle. In the area of a circle, we use an equation, pi, which for our sake we are always going to use 3.14, times r squared, where r is your radius. And the radius is the distance from the center of your circle out to any edge on that circle. So from the center out to the edge, that equals your radius. So in this example, if the area of if the radius here was 3 inches, and we're trying to calculate the area of this circle, I am going to take pi 3.14 times my radius, which you said was 3 inches, but I'm going to square that, and then using order of operations, I do my exponents first. 3 squared means 3 times 3, which is 9. And then we'll go ahead, and this will be one of those times where you'll be able to use your calculators. So you're going to get your calculator out, and you will multiply 3.14 times 9 and come up with an area of about 28.26, I believe that was inches squared. So that would be the area of this circle. If, for example, then, that meant that this circle had a radius of 3 inches and a height of 16 inches. To calculate the volume of that cylinder, you would need to calculate the area of the circle, which we already did. We said the area was 28.26 inches squared. 28.26 inches squared. And I would times that by my height, which we said was 16 inches. So we'll go grab our calculator. Whoops. And we are going to multiply 28.26 times 16. The volume of that cylinder would be 452.16. Wow, that was really messy. 16 there. We'll fix that. 16 cubic inches. Remember, when we're dealing in volume, we're dealing with cubic inches. So you're going to use this equation, big B times little h, to calculate the volume of any cylinder. Now, how does that compare to the volume of a cone? The volume of a cone, you'll look at the cone also has a circle as a base, but it does not have a circle at the top. The cone actually comes to a point at the top. So we're going to use the equation volume equals 1/3 big B times little h. So we're still calculating the area of a circle. So if the radius of that circle were 4 centimeters, the area of that circle, or big B, is going to be pi times radius squared, where r is 4 centimeters squared. We're multiplying it by 3.14. And let me grab my calculator now. Whoops. Felicity, you can tell everybody it'll be ready in a minute. Here's my calculator. Sorry about the interruption there. 3.14 times 4 squared. Now 4 squared is 4 times 4, which is 16. So the area of that circle is about 50.24 centimeters squared. And I always say about because remember we're using 3.14 for pi, and pi is actually an estimate. So now I want to take 3.14 and times it by my height. Now my height might look something like this. It's usually indicated with a dotted line, and we'll try and it usually, I don't want to do green, let's do red. It'll go from the base up to the point. So the height might be, I don't know, 15 centimeters. So I'm going to take the area of my base, 50.24, and I'm going to times it by 15. So that's the area of the base, times it by 15, and that gives me 753.6. Now what I need to do is then divide all of that by 3. So the volume of that cone that I have drawn here, the green cone, is about 251.2 cubic centimeters. So just a quick review. When we're dealing with volume, we're always using the equation volume equals big B times little h, where big B is the area of the base, h is the height. If we're working with cylinders, the area of the base is a circle, and the area of a circle is calculated by using that equation right there. Area equals pi r squared. Once you calculate the area of the base, then you multiply that by the height. That will give you your volume of the cylinder. When we're working with a volume of a cone, it's the same exact equation, other than dividing that by 3. So you're going to take big B times h, calculate the area of that circle by using pi r squared, pi times the radius squared. The radius is always the distance from the center point out to any edge. And then we multiply that by our height, and then divide it by 3. That'll give you your volume. And volume is always measured in cubic inches, or cubic centimeters, or cubic units. One other thing I wanted to demonstrate here very, very quickly. Sometimes you have your circles that are drawn, and you have lines that go all the way through them, through the exact center. That is not the radius anymore. That is what we would call a diameter. And the relationship between the diameter, if the diameter, the whole thing, is 6 centimeters, if that equals your diameter, your radius is going to be half of that. So the radius would only be 3 centimeters. Okay, so tomorrow in class we'll be working on calculating the volume of a cylinder and a cone. Don't forget to fill out your Google form and enjoy your night. Make sure you take notes. Bye.